It's all for one. I hit a beat of swinging notice if my name was David Ruffin. Quick to toast an MC just like an English muffin. Don't worry about a thing because the fool was never bluffing. I get headaches from the whack. So then I take a buffin and I max. I wait until the opportune time and then I tax. But shit, I max. Headaches is sinning is for sinners, so I guess I'm not a sinner. Beginners for beginners, so I guess I'm no beginner. This is how I spark it. Put money in my pocket. When it comes to having pleasure, I get hard as a rocket. MC Grand Fool coming through all the residue. The songs remain classic, dating back to the Babalu. My boys, I call them pop. The phones out of them jock, and I can think of many episodes I swung a Lincoln Park. No, I'm not a phony, and I got a tenderoni. Left the way she is not too fat, not too bony. Don't drink shake, I won't sink like a tanker. Knock the boots off a certain Casablanca, and I think some rap for stink, like Engelbert Humperdinck. Better yet, Dick Cavett. I got a bad habit, similar to the girl when she's got a habit. I think with the brain, and I whip behind the zipper. I'm living kind of good, similar to Jack Tripper. A landlord, they roper, did a show at the Copa. When I'm finished with this, I'll be paid like Oprah. So if honey wants to act fly, I'll just play like guy and stick out your thumb and hits, cause you've been cut off like a light switch. See, I'm programmed to slam with the summer, spring, or fall. Before I do a show, I get some chicks out the mall. Then I get my gear and I give Trevor a call, cause he works in the barbershop right behind the mall. Other rappers try to rob me, but you know they got dead. To put it blunt,
Honey, I took the kids. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. It's all for one. One for all. It's all for one. Good morning. Get in here, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Put that phone where you need that phone at. I know you're driving to work. Don't be holding that phone trying to hear what I'm saying. I got a lot to say. So you make sure you put that phone in a secure place. We're going to talk about this thing that's happening in Kingstree right now. It is crazy. This is one of the craziest stories that I've heard this year. And I got some details about that. And we're going to get into that. So please hit the like button. Share this out. Don't forget, make sure you tune in tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Real Talk Tuesday, the number one political podcast in South Carolina. We'll stay right here in South Carolina. I ain't gonna go as far because I know Candace got number one in the world. But right in South Carolina, yeah. Real Talk Tuesday. Welcome to Angels the Podcast. Y'all tune in right now because I got something for y'all that is crazy.
Your purses and buy me, take me home and try me and do me well. Well, I'll ring and rhyme before. Suck it up like a straw and jump.
Stop the damn music. T-Money over here and come over here and come in with violence. But we'll leave that alone right now, T-Money. Okay? We'll leave that alone. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Andrews the Podcast. Of course, you say that on the screen, my name is Jabal. I'm not charging for the likes this morning, so let's do that so we can get more people in here. Interesting story taking place right now out there in Kingstree, South Carolina. It's not even an interesting story. It's a damn sick story. It's crazy. And I wanted to talk about it here first this morning before I bring the mayor on tonight, because I don't want to say something that might get the town ended up in a lawsuit. You know what I mean? Because that's the way that people want to silence free speech now with lawsuits and all this other crap. But nonetheless, we will keep talking. We will keep speaking. And that's just how that goes. But really, really crazy story out of Kingstree involving some children. You see the backdrop. And so what I want to do is kind of, we're talking about a story that took place at this facility right here. Here's their Facebook page. And the facility is called Broad Step. Okay. And for those of you like myself who did not or do not know what Broad Step is, let me Let me break that down for you and myself a little bit. First of all, this is not a jail. Okay. Um, this isn't a treatment hospital either. This is a residential facility where kids live. Okay. And the kids who come there, they come from foster care. These are special needs kids, with special needs backgrounds. These kids come from situations of trauma, neglect. Um, Kids who, by the time they reach this facility, have already been through. They've already been through some shit. They've already been through more than what most of us, by the grace of God, will never experience. So by the time they get to this place, they've already been traumatized. And the place we're talking about is this Broad Step place. And if any of these allegations are true, it blows my fucking mind why nobody is in jail right now behind this. These are children. These are traumatized children. These are children who've been through no choice of their own and left in this world to fend for themselves. And to think that you would have so again, the kids, before they even come through the doors of this place, they've already they're dealing with stuff. So the state contracts with facilities like this because they don't have enough foster care placement or psychiatric beds. So the facility becomes the solution. But the thing is, nobody ever asked the question, is the solution actually safe? And if you're sitting thinking, well, this is a one-off, this could have happened, bum. No, this is not a one-off. And what we're going to do now is walk through a timeline of these types of what's been going on what's been alleged at this facility in Kingstree, South Carolina. So if you're one of the people caught in these allegations, you're a piece of shit. In 2023, between 2023 and 2024, complaints started to stack up. Multiple reports go to DHEC about staff behavior, supervision failure, and kids being injured and kids actually escaping. In January 2025, a child dies by suicide inside the facility. State investigative protocols were reportedly not followed. And when a child dies in the custody of the state, it's supposed to trigger a urgent response. None of that happened in this case. Mid 2024, inspections reveal violations that the facility had, again, poor supervision, improper restraints, staff misconduct, failure to follow safety regulations, but the place wasn't shut down. It was allowed to remain. And again, it's because these facilities because there's not enough of them. And keep in mind now, these are state licensed, state sanctioned facilities where this type of thing is going on at. More incidents. A girl alleges rape by a maintenance worker. Kids being restrained improperly. kids with broken bones. So there should be some medical evidence of this. But again, these are children without parents. The most vulnerable amongst us. And we talk so much about saving the world. And this is part of this thing that I talked about last night that's not being said, is that, you know, folks are getting tired of hearing about $40 billion going to Ukraine. Give a damn about Ukraine. Who cares about Ukraine? I bet you $40 billion could help to staff this place here properly to take care of these vulnerable children. A child was found drinking from a bottle that contains bleach residue, and nothing was done about it. And it's all taking place at Broad Steps. Again, go to their Facebook page. Here it is right here. Eventually, some parents started asking questions, because they should have already been asking questions, but parents started asking questions. And the ball started to move. But here's the thing: lawsuits take years to move through the court system. These children are being hurt now. And it's always the same story with these places. But yet folks are able to take a damn check home every month, every week from them, every 2 weeks, or however, whatever the pay cycle is. Yet we talk about agencies understaffed, and then they talk about new regulations. Hell, it's a lot of people obviously out of work. Full of facilities under monitored, kids overlooked, paperwork filed, and nothing changes. Here's a question: How does a facility that gets complaint after complaint, violation after violation, is continued to is able to operate? Somebody get in the comment section, because you guys, some smart people out there, and I'm just, it's beyond me at this point how this continues to happen. And here's something else somebody probably can answer for me. When the victims are children with disabilities, foster care kids, or mentally fragile children, who advocates for them? In the case where there's no parents involved, there's no parents to be found for whatever reason. And is this why this kind of thing continues to happen? Because you get these predators that land in these facilities and pick up on this. And in the world of the camera, how does this continually happen? How would it be a violation of anybody's rights to have 24-hour camera monitoring at these facilities when this kind of thing continues to happen? Here, let's go conspiracy theory. Unless these places are monitored as testing facilities, like experiment labs, and there's somebody sitting back watching all of this go on, watching the limits of human behavior. How far will these people go? And I mean, don't get it jacked up. This is not just a Kingstree problem. Kingstree is just the one on deck right now. They just the one up now. In my travels, in my work, I've seen some things that made me call and report to state agencies. Because, I mean, think about this now. Let's think this through. If children can be harmed in a state licensed facility with multiple verified complaints and nobody shut it down, then what else is happening at this facility and other facilities like this? So, don't know. I don't. I do know I appreciate you guys sitting in there with me for and listening to the story, but I really want you to get in the comment section. And tell me what y'all think, because this is again, this is not a right, a left, or a black or white issue. And I have no misconceptions. I have no delusions of grandeur that this conversation that that whatever that I just did there, I have no delusions that's going to change this situation. I just want to talk about it. So please get in the comment section. I will comment back. I'm out of here. They say freedom isn't free. And tonight, as we look upon this simple table and remember the ones who paid the price but never came home, this is the missing man table. Each piece tells a story. The small table, for one, symbolizes the isolation of our prisoners of war. The white cloth represents the purity of their service, their willingness to answer the call. The single red rose reminds us of families who still wait year after year, hoping for word of their loved ones' return. The lemon is bitter, just like their fate. The salt, the tears of those left behind. The glass is inverted. The chair left empty because they are not here. But their spirit remains. Their sacrifice endures. Here in Andrews, South Carolina, we're doing something powerful, something historic. We're building a POW MIA monument, one of only a few in the entire state of South Carolina. to honor those who were taken and those who never returned, a place where generations can come to learn, reflect, and remember, a place where their stories live on. But we can't do it alone. We need your help, your donations, your support, your voice to bring this monument to life. Every dollar brings us one step closer to honoring our heroes right here at home. So join us, be a part of history. Donate to the POW Monument of Andrews, South Carolina. For those still missing, for those who never came home, for those we will never forget.